Good evening, good day, and wherever you are upon the earth at this time. Welcome back to Conspiracy, Theory, or More Than You Believe. I'm your host, Guardian. I have a question before we begin. Have you heard of the Bermuda Triangle? Many have. A lot of people have, actually. If you haven't, it's the spot where many vehicles and ships and people go missing all year round. It's a very famous place. Did you know there's another place that's about just as famous, actually, but it's not as heard of? How could that be? Well, this other place is called Alaska Triangle. I've never heard of it, only a few times. But let us go venturing to see what this is, because I'm kind of curious all of a sudden. I found a few articles on it, but let's go see what they say, what some have to say that they've reported on. Let's see what we can find. Shall we? Shall we? So, the Alaska Triangle. Very interesting name as well, I might add. So, in this report, back in, oh my, would you look at that, 2022. How intriguing. So, many people disappear in the Alaska Triangle, then anywhere, including more than the Bermuda. Let us see why that would be. If you are into alien conspiracies, unsolved mysteries, high school geometry, really? We're gonna bring in the bane of my existence? Screw that geometry shit. I'm joking. Moving on. And tropical islands. It doesn't get more interesting than the Bermuda Triangle, aka the Devil's Triangle. Why is my connection bugging out? Okay, what's going on? I'm live and my connection is... Sorry about that. Something was... That's peculiar. Why is it the moment I was reading the Bermuda Triangle, all of a sudden my connection was lagging? Creepy. Ooh, I'm joking. Still, that is a bit odd. That was odd. Moving on, aka the Devil's Triangle. That was, of course, until the mystery of the triangle was finally solved a few years ago. Really? Well, at least they say not really. At least they say not really. No matter what, because we now know the Alaska Triangle exists, and the mystery behind it is I suck at speaking at times. Forgive me. It is way more interesting. So much so that the Travel Channel even made it. Wait, the Travel Channel made it a TV series on it. Ooh, how interesting! I might have to take a look at that. Moving on. It's not surprise really. The Alaska Triangle also triangle has everything the Bermuda Triangle has, but with more mountains and better hiking. Better hiking? Well, for crying out loud, the Bermuda Triangle is pretty much an ocean. That's funny. Better hiking. Jeepers, whoever wrote this is actually pretty funny. Moving on. So, how it all began with the Alaska Triangle. Interesting, in the Alaska Triangle began in 1972 when a small private craft carrying U.S. House imaginary. I guess we're just going to say an important person because apparently I can't read today. Hale Boggs, that must be him. Seemingly vanished into thin air. Sounds like most Bermuda Triangle moments, but we're not talking about the Bermuda Triangle. We're talking about the Alaska Triangle. Somewhere between... I don't even know if I want to attempt those names. Hold on. Oh, wow. How specific. Let's just do a simple little map. I should have just freaking added a damn map in here. Okay, Anchorage, I know. That's actually a pretty interesting port. Anchorage and Junia. Okay, between these two locations, what followed was one of the nation's largest ever search and rescue mission. For more than a month, 50 civilian planes, 50, holy shit, 50 civilian planes and 40 military craft scored this, pretty much searched a 32,000 square mile grid. That's a very large area. Larger than the state of Maine. Damn. They'd never found a trace of Boggs, his crew, or his craft. Damn. That's a big area. Sheesh. That is a big man search. Well, for Alaska. I'm sure there's been bigger searches. Yes, I'm grabbing they're almost like cue cards. Give me a break. Where we going? The unforgivable wilderness... Wait, was that it? Okay, that's where it began. This must be Boggs. Okay, the unforgettable wilderness offers some explanation. The borders of the Alaskan Triangle connect Anchorage and Junia? I can't speak. It's just Juneau. I'm not even going to try to pronounce. My pronunciation might be off by a bit. In the south to the Why? Damn it, people in your damn names. Come on. I'm live. This only happens when my brother's home. One moment. I gotta let it recenter. Done? Oh, yeah, it's done. Okay. Moving on. So, formerly Barrow, so it used to be another place, along the state's northern coast. Like much of Alaska, the Triangle contains some of the most rugged, unforgivable wilderness in the North America. It's a vast expanse of dense barrel forests, craggy mountains, peaks, and alpine lakes, and a large swathes of plains of the wilderness. And amid this dramatic backdrop, it's hardly surprising that the people go missing. What is surprising, however, is that the sheer number of people who go missing, added to that the fact that the many disappear without evidence, and the bodies, alive or dead, are rarely found. How intriguing! And I was bending over on that time, and I can't stand drift. Sorry, I need to get new controllers or a brand new freaking device overall, because this sucks at times to deal with drift. Moving on. Oh my lord, look at those mountains. Jeepers, you almost make my state jealous. Damn. Maybe I should pay Alaska a visit. Maybe I should pay this place a visit. Maybe do it live. Ooh, that would be an adventure. Ooh, you want to go on an adventure? That would be an interesting idea. Too bad I'm broke. I don't care. Moving on. Again, given the sheer size of the triangle, it's easy to chalk up its mysteries to the perils it travels through such a vast, inhospitable landscape. Alaska is a big Well, of course, it's a big, bloody state. It's huge. I mean, for crying out loud, look at the size of that bitch. Of course it's huge. Okay, moving on. And the most of the state is still entirely uninhabited. Yeah, uninhabited by people. Yeah, it's mostly a. There's not many that go in venturing in. With rugged mountains and dense forests, finding a missing person in Alaska wilderness is like finding a specific molecule in a haystack. I don't know. Really? Instead of a needle, it's a molecule? At least they downgraded. Downgraded, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Instead of a damn needle, it's a damn molecule. That's funny. I actually have to laugh at that. Okay, moving on. So, next section. Is something else in play? That's a really good question. I mean, we've come across all this information. I know it's not a lot of information, but it's still interesting to see how they did a very large manhunt back in 1972 for one individual using freaking 50 planes and then 40 military planes on over a 32,000 square mile area. That's huge. I mean, that is bigger than Maine, but damn, that's huge. Moving on. By the numbers, it seems something more interesting might be at play. More than 16,000 people. Holy shit. Wait, 16,000? Okay. I know that, I'm sure there's other numbers for a lot of other places, but that's still a big number, including airplanes, passengers, and hikers. Locals and tourists have disappeared within the Alaskan Triangle since 1988. Holy crap, that's a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, that is. The draft, the rate per 1,000 people is more than twice the national missing persons average, and the rate of the peoples who are never found is even higher. I need to back up. Sorry. Is even higher. The number do imply that something else is going on here, other than mainly getting lost in the mountains. Damn, dude, 16,000 people. Sheesh. I mean, for that to be, 1,000 people is more than twice the national anthem. That's huge. Dear Lord. You gotta wonder, what is going on then? What is really going on with this then? That is a good question. Shall we dig more deeper? We shall. For almost as long as there have been planes flying over the Atlantic Ocean, theories have abounded about the nature of the Bermuda Triangle. Lovers of law and of mystery, novels have postulated everything from unusual heavy air to bizarre weather patterns to alien invasions. Involvement. My bad. Not invasions. Involvement. Sorry, the connection seems to be lagging a bit here and there. I'm gonna go on, though. I will persist. And energy lasers from the lost city of Atlantis. Ooh, the lost city of Atlantis. You know that place actually was real. That would be for another topic. Oh, yes, that would be for another topic. Where the hell was I? Oh, Atlantis. Many have speculated similar reasons for the disappearance within the Alaska Triangle. How intriguing. And those speculations are only increased now that we are beginning to understand the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. So if they're able to understand the Bermuda Triangle, they would be able to understand the Alaska Triangle. How intriguing. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that these two would be in a familiar area as well. Not familiar area, but more of similar nature in the way that the disappearances as such are about kind of the same, even though one is a large mass of land and the other one is a large body of water area. Interesting to think about, though. Moving on. However, the most likely scientific explanation is simply geography. Really? Geography? Okay. The... I hate drift. You stupid... I'm sorry. Like I said, I need to get new controllers or something. My bad. Moving on. The states. Massive glaciers are rift with giant holes hidden. Caves. Buildings. Holy... Well, I mean, a glacier is bloody huge. I mean, damn. Any glaciers are huge, but I mean, I'm sure these are pretty big as well. Crevices. Why am I having a hard time reading this? Crevices. All of these provide the perfect burying grounds for downed aircraft once in aircraft crash lands or hikers become stranded. The fast-moving year-round snow quills can easily bury any trace of person or aircraft or airplane. Once that the plane or person is buried by the trash snow. Oh, fresh snow. Trash snow. Jeez Louise. I need a freaking... Do I have a bonk stick somewhere? Because that really needs a bonk moment. Ugh. Fresh snow. The likelihood of finding them is near zero. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Yes, we are almost done with this, sadly. I mean, I almost want to go looking for an... Oh my gosh, we've got stats! And I grabbed the wall. Of course I grabbed the stupid wall. Damn it. Okay. It looks like we've got stats. Woo! Stats! Okay. So, man, and Alaska is very big, actually. It is a very big place. It's technically bigger than actually Texas. A lot of people actually don't realize that Alaska actually is bigger than Texas. That's not true. Look at the damn geography of it, actually. Okay, the Alaska Triangle. Alaska Triangle borders connects the... okay, we already read that. But still, 16,000 people since 1988. That's still a lot of people. Okay, moving on. The tiny little segment that we've left is... Okay, all that does make sense. Alaska is huge, and there are intense snowstorms all year round. That's actually very true. My brother actually went to Alaska. He explained how harsh it can be. But aren't those other theories way more fun to explore? We're going to keep looking into the wormholes and alien reverse gravity technology because these are more interesting. This was still interesting, don't get me wrong, and eventually I will also cover the anti-gravitational technology of the demons. They're not aliens, they're actually demons. They're not demons, they're actually aliens. I will cover that in another episode eventually, but not yet. I want to get a bit more information on those things. I still have a lot of information on them already, but I want to get more because that will be a long episode. I might actually have to make that into a few-part system, actually, because that area is very populated with a lot of information. Because, I mean, who doesn't love an interesting story about interdimensional travel, abductions upon which through the subconscious mind? Maybe that will be in an episode soon, but not yet. I will also add, I did state in the last episode that one of my friends was to join. Unfortunately, life caught him by the chin, and he was not able to make it. He will be... I hope that you should be able to possibly be in the next episode. I will have to keep I'll have to ask him. But you know how life gets. Sometimes we get very busy in our very lovely lives. If only it paid more. I'm joking. If money comes my way, good. If it doesn't, I'm fine. I've got everything I need in my life. and I'm content. But no sadness allowed. But I hope you enjoyed this lovely little adventure into another type of I'm going to call it the cousin to the Bermuda Triangle, because you can't call it a brother to it, because it would need to be an ocean. It's a land. It's pretty much like a stretch of land with a lake, which is pretty interesting, actually. Side note, actually, did you know, actually, in the Bermuda Triangle, there have been reports, actually, upon which that some aircraft that have gone through, not many, but a few that have gone through that have survived the triangle's random mysteriousness. This is a little story before I let you all go. So, I think it was back in the early 2010s, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. But these two individuals in a bit of a tiny biplane in the Florida Keys were traveling to go to Miami, which is about a good, I think it was a 20-minute flight or something, 20 or 20. It was only going to be a 20, 30-minute flight from where they were going and coming from. But the pilot and the passenger were going through the air like usual. After they got to the altitude that they needed to get to and such, they were just traveling as normal. And then all of a sudden, the pilot went through this, like, more darker than usual cloud. It was an abnormal cloud, he said, as well, because the other clouds around them were all mostly the grayish white. They weren't dark in color, and it was not supposed to rain that day. But nevertheless, they went through this, like, almost like dark looking cloud cluster. All of a sudden, they both experienced a very unique sensation. They both felt weightless, as if they didn't weigh nothing. Within, I think it was approximately a few minutes. It was either 40 seconds or a few minutes. It was in that time range. They were over Miami when they got out of the cluster. Weird. How in the world did they travel a great distance that should have been about 20 to 30 minutes of a flight, and they only got there within practically about a minute or so? Intriguing, is it not? Intriguing indeed. Or is it conspiracy, theory, or more than you believe? See you next time.